Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to KritzKast. We've got the ozfortress 6's Season 37, and it's the high semi-finals. Terrible Tactics versus BUSHIDO Terror Squad. I'm Dave with Core, as always, behind the production. It's Mikcow alongside me. How are you doing?
Yeah, well, I guess it's time to find out in the 30 minutes ahead of us. If you're just joining, welcome to KritzKast's coverage of the ozfortress 6's Season 37 high semi-finals between the BUSHIDO Terror Squad and Terrible Tactics. Looking at multi on this first middle, getting into mid a little bit slower than Luna, but the Soldier aggressor already from Gooseman onto the Demo Man, can't quite find the last rocket onto Luna. Luna will be surviving that one, and it's already a Soldier down for Terrible Tactics, and a lot of spam going across a point. Apple going to go down very weak, but Birdo is going to go down. The Soldier of Seraph does manage to pick up a kill onto Luna, but that is going to be a very, very convincing mid for the BUSHIDO Terror Squad, Dave.
Yeah, they brought the sniper to the first mid. He just sat in big door the whole time, didn't even hit anything. I don't know if he did a single point of damage on that mid fight, but it just spooked Terrible Tactics. They kind of botted in, tried to go across the point. The other 5 players for BUSHIDO were nice and blobbed up in their own choke, able to absorb the aggression, sponge it up, and there we go, they survive. I mean, Spaceship does get out of there. They do have 100% for last, but they are pinned back on their last now, potentially for a long time.
Well, if they didn't know about the sniper on mid, they definitely do now. Flo took a fully charged body shot attempt from lower main. Looks like he might actually be trying to get there again, but he has to be careful of Gooseman high in the corner. Gooseman will get 2 rockets onto the sniper and is going to trade out his life for it, as Bonk123 picks up that trade, but gets traded himself from a lock and load pipe from Multi. So 2 down. And that means that the BUSHIDO Terror Squad are going to have to make their way outside the lobby and make sure that Terrible Tactics are well and truly locked firmly in this lobby. But Apo on that short stop, like I was talking about in the pre-game, Dave, and he's doing a lot of damage already. That's going to be the demo down. That short stop in the hands of Apo is something not to be messed with. And with the demo down, even though they have the 2 spawners, surely that the side of Terrible Tactics tries something as the Uber comes out from both of these teams up in River, Dave.
Yeah, going to attempt a solo onto Shy, but there's not really anywhere for Bird to go. She surfs out nicely, but there's a Soldier going to come down. A nice shot, actually, onto Zephyr to clean him up, but the medic is already taken out.
Oh, the pipe! Oh. The pipe from Luna, the 2-for-1 special, gets both the demo and the medic. So with 3v4, but just isn't quite healthy enough to make the push into lobby through the shutter, but that was a huge pipe, Dave.
Yeah, I do think they just kind of overcommitted there. They got what they wanted, they got the medic frag. They could have just sat back, recalibrate in lobby, get their heals back, get their buffs back, and re-push with the heals, but as it is, they lose Spaceship. They would have had a small disadvantage, but it's actually going to be considerable, because I'm seeing Bird come up on the KritzKast.
Well, KritzKast already trying out the different unlocks. We've seen a few of them already in the opening 3 minutes of the game. And our KritzKast, I do know that Luna likes a good crit, and they're going to be taking it from the balcony, but they can't get... They get 1 crit sticky off. It finds a scout of Berto, but that's going to be it, as Bird, Luna, and Mobloke all going down with the... with Birdo and Gooseman trading out for it. But that's not what you want to see from a crits. And it looks like Shy going to get caught out as well. But they have to be careful of this Flow sniper. But 2 nice rockets from Zephyr easily cleans up that threat. And Terrible Tactics, full Uber advantage, and they are on the move, Dave.
Yeah, good idea with the crits, but poor execution. They didn't have any distraction at all. They didn't have anyone making space for it, so it ended up just a demo man and a medic walking into a choke point, immediately squished, immediately crushed. And we can see Terrible Tactics looking to take it back. They do have a large advantage. They're leaving 1 person, 1 scout to cap mid, and they already moving through big door, looking for the wraparound. There is Bonk to deal with. He is just providing information. He's going to actually chase this Soldier back into last, but I don't know if they're aware of him. He's in now, but does get taken out. There's still float up on Sniper. I don't know if he's swapped off at all so far this game.
No, Flo's still be on that sniper as the Uber trade. The demo solo trade coming out for both of these teams. Luna's going to pick up Goose in the end as well. So it's 3v3 for the post, but with the sniper, I mean, Flo's been hitting some good shots as of late, but as their headshot rings out onto Multi as well, it cleans up with the body shot, and oh my goodness, another headshot. As Birdo is going to go down as well. Flo is turned up to play. You don't usually see a permit sniper on Gullywash of all things at this high level of sixes, but it's obviously working for the Bushido Terror Squad as they're just making so much room for the Flow Sniper in their big door. That spaceship is going to have to run with a tail between his legs on 20 HP, get out while he still can, and see if they can set up a proper second hold.
Yeah, definitely unconventional use of the sniper, just allowing him to play on the flank and just hit shots here, there, and everywhere. Not too much support,
there's another
but a
one.
nice one. Beautiful shot onto Goose. They've taken out another scout as well, so 2 down. It's going to allow Bonk to run in through choke.
And Malty's been caught. Someone hit it.
Oh! It wasn't an air shot. It was an air sticky.
Headshot! The headshot from Flow onto Spaceship in lobby. Someone just stop this man, please. He's getting away with too much. Even on 10 health, he's still trying to peek from this lower main. Finds a little nice body shot as well. And with that, it's going to be the first round for the Bushido Terror Squad. And they have to find an answer for this sniper. I think after 5 minutes, I think it's fairly safe to say that the game plan for the Bushido Terror Squad is that they are going to run this permanent sniper. So there's going to have to be a lot more soldier aggression out of Sepher and Goose to try and shut down that sniper and cause chaos in the back lines.
Yeah, Terrible Tactics not getting their aggression going just yet, but this mid might be something different. But nice bomb from Mobloke is going to pin Cobra in that little elbow area, but Flow is taken out. Goose going in deep. Sepher as well, so not a good mid fight this time for the Bushido guys, and much better just getting the aggression together on their opponent's side. And Terrible Tactics going to take the mid and going to have a chunky Uber advantage for last as well.
That's exactly what the 2 Terrible Tactics soldiers needed to do. They instantly got on the players coming up through elbow and instantly picked up Bird as well. So they're going to have Uber advantage to try and make their way into the last point. But Flow has switched off Sniper for the first time this game, Dave, but it's onto the other pick class, going invisible, trying to get behind. And is he going to get a stab? Oh, he turns around just now. He finds the demo man, but unfortunately doesn't find the back of Spaceship. So we're going to see if they still want to go while a demo down. They have the potential to, but I don't know if they can really wait. But they're going to take this Uber through Riverside anyway. Against the Pyro, against the Sentry. The Sentry goes down, but they haven't found any other frags or any cap time either, as the Uber's now fading. 4 Terrible Tags, the soldier on the point. Looks like it's going to be Sepher trying to get... Oh, that's so much cap time! And he managed to pick up... He just caps the point! A nice arrow there from Spaceship is going to pick up Bonkador 1, 2, 3 as well in that fight for the last point. But it's a quick equalizer. It's 1-1 here in our first map of Gullywash.
Yeah, not a classical push at all. No demo man to take out the Sentry. It took them a while, but the soldier under the point was enough. There wasn't any soldiers spawned up for the... other side, so they couldn't block. But here we go, another mid fight.
Mobloke quickly trying to apply some pressure as Sepher does the same, gets a nice rocket onto Bird. Bird just lives with 7 HP as Sepher dies for that, and Flo makes his way into middle as well. And Mo and Sepher, the only frag so far on this mid. Ghost might be caught in. He tries for the upward direct rocket, finds one, but he can't find the second, and that's going to be a convincing mid again for the Bushido Terror Squad. And they've already made a lot of space through choke, and Terrible Tactics just have to hightail it back to last already. So a lot of ground to make up, but they have shown that they are able to go on this counter aggression whenever it is necessary. But once again, we're in this same situation that we saw at the end of the first middle, Dave, where it's both teams, even Ubers, and it is the Bushido Terror Squad trying to make their way into last with Flow on that sniper.
Yeah, it's been terrorizing them so far, the Terror Squad, the terrorizing Sniper Man. But at the moment, not peeking too much. They're trying to play around with a bit more. They're trying to provide a bit of an opening. Just everyone's sat in lobby, getting their buffs up. Oh, nice snipe from Lower, going to pick Sepher up. It's going to open a few more things, immediately rotating to River. Never sure where he's going to peek from. It's going for a shot. Now, doesn't hit it this time, but there is more on the way. There's another peek, there's another angle, there's another shot for him to hit.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're relying so much on the Flow sniper. I mean, yes, while Flow is definitely a sniper that should be respected, with a player down, surely you have the opportunity to sack one of your soldiers, or I guess sack Mobloke, this is your only soldier, in this in this scenario and try and pressure Spaceship a little bit, because there's only a couple of spots on this last where Spaceship can comfortably stand if all the doors are being watched. And one of them is very, very easy for a soldier to just jump, trap him in a corner, and get 2 clean rockets off, and hopefully get a force for his team. But Flo's still trying to find that shot from River. Sepha locking that down, making sure that nothing comes easily for the red sniper. And Goose trying to do the same as well on that balcony. And Moblo going down to 1 health is going to die to the spam rocket of Sepha from that lower lobby area. And maybe this might initiate a counterattack. Sepha finds another one, gets the pick onto the sniper of Flo. And does this initiate some aggression from the Terrible Tactics? It looks like they're trying to make their way into lobby. They have to be careful about Bonk, though. Bonk is in that lower main. He's going to get behind Multi. Gets 1 decent shot off. Can he find the kill? Yes, he can. Gets that trade. But while that was happening, looks like Appa and Goose also went for the counter-sack up in River, and they've unfortunately been unsuccessful as well. So now it's going to be a messy Uber trade on this last point. Luna's going to go down in the Uber trade, but I don't think that Terrible Tactics have the positioning, but they do have the spawners coming out just in the nick of time, Dave. And I think with some nice shots from both Appa and Multi that this is going to be a well-defended last, and with just Bonk up, but look where Bonk is, Dave. He might even try and go for this back up.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going to run into
he
Goose.
wins
He's
it!
still going to
Has he
win
got time?
that.
He's got it!
Absolute scout class moment coming in there. Running straight at the soldier, Goose, and still winning the 1v1. Stepping on the point, capping it out. Not a great push by any means by Bushido, but the back cap works, and there we go. They're 2-1 up.
We'll see if Terrible Tactics have a swift answer like they did for the first round they conceded, and already some very, very early damage from Multi, as it looks like Bushido Terrasquad are opting to go the enemy side of this middle. Lots of damage onto Luna and on Goose as well, but can't quite find the second rocket.
Comes out, and Luna will actually survive that.
Yeah, and crucially as well, looks like Spaceship is going to survive that middle as well. Eats 1 more spam rocket from Mobloke in the big door area. But Terrible Tactics able to keep their medic alive, and that's going to give them quite a few options to try and retake this middle point. But Bird going down is going to... I mean, you never want your medic dying that quickly at the start of a mid-fight. It always puts you on the back foot and always forces you to at least try and get a kill onto the enemy medic. But the sniper is still causing so many issues. Goose taking a body shot. Looks like Mobloke's going to take the bait, and it's going to get cleaned up with a nice rocket from Sepha, but the Bushido squad... Oh, Luna gets caught out as well. This could potentially be a solid last push for Terrible Tactics if they're quick about it. They're obviously trying. They've already taken the enemy lobby, and I can see it in Birdo's eyes. He wants to go into that last point as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah, they want to step on the gas here. They know that Bird is very close to Uber. Are they going to respect it? No, they're going to take it straight in. It's going to be traded out, kited back decently. There is some space. Sepha's jumping in behind the point as well, but he sees a heavy... He escapes with 1 HP, gets himself out of there to recycle and go for another play very, very soon. Beautiful stuff.
I guess this is where the pause was. Bird disconnecting. That's not what you want to see. But while that nice jumping around from Sepha was going on, Appa was also able to pick up a kill onto Mobloke, but they chose not to use that, instead wait for their 40 or so Uber advantage to be built up, ready to go. I don't know if they've really spotted any of the utils. They would have seen the heavy during that Uber trade, but I don't know if they... are they going to respect this with the disconnects? It should be even Ubers, but yeah. I don't know. It looks like they aren't really going to go, as the Uber comes out from Shutter onto both Multi and Birdo, picking up quite a few kills already, but Bird is on that crit screen. It is coming up in just a matter of time, as the crit has now been popped on the point. Can Luna find the pipe? No, no, he cannot. Bonk on that soldier as well as a last-ditch effort. Can't quite find the frags as well, and it's 2-2 for this first map. So maybe a little bit of disrespect there coming out of Terrible Tactics, not waiting for Bird to get her Uber after the unfortunate disconnect. But hey, that doesn't matter really at the end of the day. At least in their eyes, it's 2-2 with just over half of the map remaining, Dave.
So it goes. Controversial, wouldn't play in EU, but there we go. Immediately, actually, a bomb from Sepha looking to just pressure flow out of the fight. And then he bombs back into choke, gets an absolute nuke out on the choke. Bird is alone. It's going to go down to that lock and load pipe. And that, other than losing spaceship there, that was a very nicely executed mid by Terrible Tactics.
Yeah, I guess the kill onto spaceship is the only saving grace for the Bushido Terror Squad, because soldiers from Sepher and Goose just, again, showing that they're high impact soldiers. They are doing a lot for their team on this middle, and they're really being able to shine in this semi-final match. But it is even Ubers for both of these teams. A slight Uber advantage for Bird, but I think since they're on their own last with the scores or level, I don't think they're going to use 10 advantage. Unless it's she on crits again. No, it is the Uber charge, the stock Uber for the Terror Squad. And it looks like Flo just checking off classes. Do we see Flo come out on the spy yet again?
I don't know. I mean, I respect this Oceania scene, kind of the aggression that they have, but I don't think pushing out of last on Gully Wash with 10 advantage is something that even the most aggressive of Australian teams would play to. So I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, it's even up. We are going to see it settle down, and opportunity maybe for Terrible Tactics to see what they can bring to the table in terms of breaking this last hold. We're again seeing not too many defensive elf classes for Bushido either. They've just got the heavy, there's no sentry gun, there's no pyro. The kind of standard classes you'd expect to see at a high level of play on Gully Wash, they're not bringing to the table. So it does give more opportunities for sacks. Sepher's going to jump himself in, but land above the point and get immediately mown down by that Tomislav.
Well, we had a scout class moment before. That's a heavy class moment as Sepher just gets levitated above the point. I like the idea that they were trying. Birdo had gone into that water area to try and bait some cap time while Sepher sacked, but it just wasn't quite enough as the Uber trade actually is going to come into this lobby area. Talk about being aggressive, Dave. They've just gone and traded Ubers after a single sack. But the crazy thing about this is that it's actually in favor of Bushido Terror Squad right now. As Birdo, he's going to go down. Oh, but behind the sword kill from Luna gets good. He gets another one off the Sepher. That's both soldiers down to the katana. And my goodness, I mean, that's one way to push out a loss. Not one that they teach you in 5CP Gully Wash 101. But it works for Bushido, and now they have all of the momentum. You can see how fast Luna's picking up the kill onto Multi as well. That's going to be huge. And is this going to be the first coast-to-coast of the match, Dave?
Maybe. You love to see it, the on-brand katana tactics coming out from Bushido, but they're losing players in the choke. The collapse here from Terrible Tactics, much better. They take out Luna, they take out Moblock. They're trying to bust through the choke. Shy's going to pick one frag onto Goose,
Sepher!
but the soldiers are in behind Sepher in circles. The red Bushido players. Flo's the only player left alive on that mid and is going to get absolutely stomped.
Yeah, I mean, Sepher was just able, and Appa as well, in that, but Sepher was able to get through, drop down basically for free, and wasn't spotted at all, and just was caught, and it caught them, the Bushido Terror Squad, completely by surprise in that banana area. But, I mean, I was talking about the coast-to-coast before, but now the game's been flipped on its head now, Dave. This is now Terrible Tactics once again on their way into this last point with 50% Uber advantage. They're going to use immediately going through this lower doorway. They're in cleanly. Sepher getting a nice kill onto Bonk as well, who I think was going back to stop the back cap. But this last push is going pretty well, and it's going to be just Bird, and it's 3-2 for Terrible Tactics. A very, very nice last push indeed, if I do say so myself. And they've gone ahead with just over 11 minutes to go. It's coming down to crunch time, Dave. We'll see if the Bushido Terror Squad show some of their earlier success that they showed in the start of this map.
They're still rocking the sniper to mid on Flo. Is going to do his best, but Luna's immediately picked up Berto aggressive. Sepher really aggressive onto Flo. Seems Bushido have worked out this mid-fight. Bird will escape back to last, but that's not the kind of mid-fight that Bushido Terror Tactics would have wanted. And Terrible Tactics are starting to work their way back in. There we go. They're even going to claim Shy on the mid. There is a soldier Moblock in behind looking to spawn camp. is going to actually be fighting with the Demo Man. Takes Multi out there. He's going to slow down the push for Terrible Tactics. But, you know, with an Uber on last, we'll see how much impact he can actually have because of already claimed second.
Yeah, big kill there onto Multi. Gonna definitely stun their push. Actually, I didn't notice this before, but Shy's now switched from Scout to Soldier. I don't know if that's really the best play, but as Goose and Sepha go for their double sack, can't quite find anything, just a lot of damage onto Bonk. But we'll see if the counter-aggression comes out from the Bushido Terror Squad. Flow in that river area once again, and the great bomb there from Shy. I guess she can play Soldier as well as Scout. Gets a nice force onto Spaceship, and now it's going to be full Uber advantage for the Bushido Terror Squad as they try and make their way out of Gully last.
Yeah, Flo was cheekily peeking up from the river area, just going for something, but they've already got the force they needed. As you say, opportunity now for Bushido to push out. Potentially, they do have a large Uber advantage. Gotta deal with a lot of threats. That's one scout they've just immediately dealt with. No worries at all there, and a nice shot from Flo onto Goose, but the players in the lobby area are kind of struggling. Flo and Bonk go down, but actually with Spaceship going down for Terrible Tactics, even getting the force out is enough. But there's a back cap from Sepha, goes in for it, but there are two players, Luna, Mobo, both waiting for him. So it looks as scrappy as it is, it will shake out with Bushido, maybe. No, they even have to go back to last. They're so split out. They're so separated. Just back to last and maybe another attempt soon.
Yeah, it was a very, very messy kind of last 30 seconds between these two teams. It was a good play from Sepha to try and get that back cap, snitched it from underneath their noses. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful, but it's done enough to bring BTS back to their own last after a full Uber advantage, and a great trap kill as well prior to that from Multi to get the pick onto Bonk as they were trying to go for that Uber out of their own last. But it has put Terrible Tactics back in the driving seat, and with a round up, I mean, I've seen some Gollywash games in the past, you know, but we're talking years ago at this point, mind you, but some games in the past where, you know, you just send the single sacks, let the time run down. I mean, this is an important match, and especially with Mobloat going down, maybe they send 2 sacks, but Appa in the water area once again. Sepha jumping in, finds the sentry gun. Goose finds the sentry gun as well. They get a little bit of cap time, but it is an unsuccessful sack. They find a trade onto Bonk, but Multi's going to go down as well. That's not ideal. But it looks like Goose wants to stay in this lobby.
Poking in through choke. There's only a minute left for them to hold before a round reset, but they're going to pressure either way. They do have the picks to maybe make it with Mobloat with one nice rocket onto Berto, but it's not going to be followed up. He's going to have to run away. He's just going to run to the other scout. And yeah, now an opportunity maybe for Terrible Tactics to make one last go of it before a round reset. Just Ubering in. It's going to be traded out. It's going to be a much better Uber for Bushido here, just trying to block the point. But the Sticky's on point. Bonk is not ready for them. He's dead. Berto's on the point as well. But the heavy weapons guy from Shy is maybe enough. Sepha in behind. Gets some cap time. Medic has to stand on the point, but no one turns for Sepha other than the medic. The medic is taken out, Bird. And there we go. Terrible Tactics win another round and go 4-2 up.
I don't know if the Flow Sniper's been doing a whole lot the past 5 to 10 minutes. So, I mean, they're still sticking with it, but these mids, once Terrible Tactics have figured it out, they've been pretty dominant. So Flow's going to have to come up with something special if they want to get themselves back into this game. But the next mid fight is a go. Sepha already onto Bird, gets some nice rockets, but can't quite find the kill. And in fact, Flo does a D-shot, getting the headshot onto Goose, and it's almost going to be a perfect middle for the Bushido Terror Squad, as it's just Multi and Spaceship running it back to last, and with no kills for Terrible Tactics on that mid. And things are looking good. They can still equalize it. They have the time to do so. But Spaceship crucially surviving is going to get that Uber charge for the last. So again, all eyes on this Flow Sniper, who's currently in lobby trying to rotate towards River right now.
Yeah, Flow definitely going to be the play to try and open things up. Not sure exactly where they want to pick up, but actually, yeah, trade coming in. Just going to get Ubers out of the way, try to take out the Citroen. Cap time, while that was happening, Bog standing on the point, turns a lot of attention to Flo, actually gets a nice shot onto Goose while all that is happening, but a 2-for-2 trade. Flo's going to get run down as well, and actually...
The cap again? Shy!
Oh my god! Just so much distraction.
Water. Wow. I mean, that was a pretty interesting Uber trade. I mean, it was a better trade for Terrible Tactics in the end, but Shy just immediately recognizing the opening in water and recognizing that no one was watching the point, and since there was so much cap time already, the announcer wasn't going to inform the defending side, and now it's within a round's reach. But once again, Sepha finding some nice rockets, but unfortunately Sepha's the only one who's going to be finding some nice rockets. Bird crucially alive and gives the BTS team a win condition, Dave.
Yeah, they do have this Uber advantage now if they can keep Bird alive. There's just the one scout Berto trying to hide from the sniper behind the point. It's now going to run, but he runs into a scout and the body shot from Flo, so it is going to be Bushido losing the mid technically, but they're going to retake it back very, very quickly. They have player advantage and Uber advantage to work with now as well.
Terrible Tactics trying to find something. Moblock is going to go down to some nice rockets from Sepha in the choke, and both soldiers going down for Terrible Tactics as well as Luna is going to pick up Gooseman as well.
Oh,
but the trap
kill!
Wow,
that is huge.
That is going to be huge because it's just it's got demo down.
That was such a high risk, high reward play because they'd already lost both soldiers. If the demo got caught in the shutter as well without getting those 2 sticky kills, I think it was basically all over for the round. But he gets the frags, he gets the debt, and stabilizes them in the round here.
Also buys enough time for Spaceship to come up on his own Uber charge. So now I'm seeing some funny antics. Shy is making sure that that BTS aren't going anywhere, setting up that sentry gun in lobby as the Uber trade comes out. Sepha's going to get dropped in the trade, but a much later use from Spaceship means that both Shy and Bonk are going to go down. But is the sentry going to catch out anyone? No, but Bird gets caught out by some nice rockets from Goose. So things are looking pretty dire if you're a BTS fan.
Okay, I've seen some unusual things this game. But offensive engineer when you're trying to push last, that's a new one even for me.
I've never seen that before. Frontier Justice crits can be huge, mind you.
That's true. I don't know how you're meant to get Frontier Justice crits if the team just sits on last, but yeah, that is a good weapon, I guess.
Meanwhile, Terrible Tactics have been able to push out of their last successfully and get a nice kill onto Bonk as well. They still do have a small amount of Uber advantage as well if they wanted to use it, but with just about 2 minutes left to go in the game. Flo, all eyes on you again, buddy. You have to hit something big. And I don't even know if Terrible Tactics even really want to peek the sniper at all. The Spaceship is just sitting nice and safe. No sniper can shoot him there. Very few soldiers can get onto him either, but they found an opening in the big door. The Uber's going to come out straight away. The trade has happened on the second point. A little bit better for Terrible Tactics, but as I say that, Appa did go down, but a couple of trading kills. It's a very messy fight, but overall, BTS do have the positional advantage. Maybe not the health, but they do have the positional advantage, and Bonk is going to claim that, and the katana and the taunt as well. Maybe it was like a sword duel, but that taunt might have actually cost his team the round. I mean, that minute and a little bit, I don't know. Things are tense.
I guess he wasn't loaded, but there was maybe a play onto the medic there if he hadn't just immediately taunted after that kill. Probably didn't fancy his chances without having pipes ready to go, but are you going to see offensive pyro from Flo, proving they can play even higher skill class as well?
I don't think Flo has been on any of the Sixers classes this entire game, but we'll see what the logs say after this, as the final push with 40 seconds on the clock is going to be coming out from BTS. Uber from Terrible Tactics is used as well quite a fair bit later. Bonk's going to go down. Birdo gets traded out for it, but here comes the Pyro. He's going to instantly melt on the point, and there just isn't enough health left. This is a bleeding kill there from Shy, but it's just not going to be enough. A full wipe for BTS, and with 10 seconds on the clock, I guess that is a GG for this first map, and a close one, but it's going to be Terrible Tactics over the Bushido Terror Squad 4-3, and we're on our way to, I believe it's clear cut, the first of the 2 Koth maps remaining. And if you just excuse me a little bit, you can take us through the logs, Dave.
I'm seeing Sepha actually with the top frag. That doesn't surprise me. I think Sepha was definitely MVP for this map. Top frag, more or less top damage. Actually, Goose ended up top damaging for the map. So you have both of these soldiers for the Terrible Tactics were very, very impactful. Absolutely reflected on the logs.
Yeah, both Sepha and Goose going huge in that. Well, here we go. Both teams are ready to go for map 2 of this best of 3 between Bushido Terror Squad and Terrible Tactics, with Terrible Tactics 1 map away from securing the second and final spot in the grand finals next week. And it looks like already Goose is going to go on the aggressor, but instantly gets headshot from Flo. A very, very nice shot, as Spaceship is also going to go down quite low. Multi's going to get picked off from some nice scattergun shots from Shy. Bonk is going to get a kill onto Appa as well. And that is going to be Terrible Tactics running all the way back to their spawn. And it only takes 1 headshot, Dave, but that can very, very quickly decide the outcome of a mid-fight.
Well, there you go. They had the right idea, Terrible Tactics, because they wanted to send their soldier in behind. But if your soldier just gets immediately headshot as they land, it's not going to prove too useful to you. Luna is actually very far forward here trying to shut down, but does have to worry about that little shortstop scout peppering him, and he's actually taken out. Multi is able to go forward, gets the final sticky. No demo man, no stickies. It's actually a mini sentry engineer coming out from Shy. Gimmicks in full force immediately, just to engineer.
It's
an Uber train onto the NG.
Wow, and I mean, Shy's going to pick up a kill onto Multi, but unfortunately isn't going to get Spaceship to use his own Uber. But with the sniper threat still looming, I don't know about that. Luna's going to jump in, try and find some damage. Can't find anything at the end of the day. Mobile are going to go down as well to the Lugamorph of Appa, and that's going to be a very, very easy point for Terrible Tactics. While they still have that Uber, but Flo is on a 3 kill streak now with another nice headshot onto Sepha. What is it with Flo and headshotting soldiers? I don't know, but keep it up.
Yeah. Terrible Tactics are literally just bunkering up. They don't want to peek this sniper whatsoever. Just fully playing in the bunker, playing around their Uber advantage that they have. Multi has the stickies ready to go.
Wave. Mobloke and Luna way in behind. Both going to get cleaned up. The engineer runs through, is able to build up a mini sentry, but that's going to do a maximum of like 32 damage. It's going to be nothing. And an unsuccessful sack wave, unfortunately. I mean, having 1 soldier tends to make things a little bit more challenging, but Mobloke is going to utilize the teleporter. You can tell that this team are Rascals players, because the engineer is up and ready to go, has the teleporter set up, did have a dispenser set up, but the retake is now coming out from BTS, and it is going to be Mobloke that draws first blood in this fight, as Sepha gets headshot yet again from Flo. The Uber coming out onto Luna. If Multi's going to get picked off, Spaceship actually dropped in all of that as well. I didn't quite see how exactly that happened, but that is the last thing that you want against all of these gimmicks, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, they had a great strategy of just bunkering up, but eventually they knew they had to block the point, and immediately Flo comes in clutch with big headshot once more. And as you say, Medic going down, dropping, not having that Uber to trade with, turns what would have been a decent scenario, I imagine, for Terrible Tactics into a nightmare.
This mini sentry, Dave.
Now they're having to deal with mini sentry, a really aggressive demo man, still a sniper as well. It's a disaster at the moment.
Oh, another headshot. This time it's Multi getting domed. Flo is came to play, as the DH is now coming out from Sepha in response to that mini sentry engineer. But with 2 down still for Terrible Tactics. Oh, another headshot onto Sepher, the double domination as well. Sepher is not having a good time against the sniper. Usually it'd be like, oh, there's a sniper, send the soldier at him, but yeah, what if the sniper starts winning that, Dave? That's when you have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, the sniper headshots you before you could even jump. It's not an ideal scenario, but Berto takes a lot of damage. They are going to have to force the Uber out here. Terrible Tactics, but it's going to be a much, much better trade for Bushido. Berto runs into stickies that were already laid for him by Luna, and there's not too many players alive or in positions here to do something. Bonk runs in, wins that scout 1v1. He wants
look at
more.
Goose!
He wants
Look at
multi,
Goose behind the entire enemy combat. Finds 1, finds 2, gets the sentry gun pick as well. Oh, it goes for the air shot onto Luna. Can't quite find it, but a massive flank from Goose. It was able to find the teleporter as well. So no teleporter for BTS, and they get overtime out of it. But yeah, with a small Uber advantage on spaceship, and with the players down, this is going to be a close round, Dave. We'll see if Flo can headshot yet another soldier. Hopefully, it's not Sepher this time for his sake.
Yeah, direct hit apiece on the server right now, but it's going to be Goose with the original jumping in. Sepher, oh, what a shot onto Shy! Oh my word, that is destruction.
Yep, the engineer down call in the comms, and with an exclamation point on that one, and the force on the bird as well. The U's going to be traded, but I don't know. Flo finds the SMG kill onto Appa in the backlines. Goose going to get the trade onto Bonk as well. It's an even trade for these players. Quite a few players weak. Goose is going to go down to the Katana in the backlines against Luna. But the direct hit Mobloke showing that he is the better direct hit soldier in that exchange. Picks up the kill onto Sepher. And with both soldiers down, this is going to allow the BTS team to try and take the front. They only need to cap it once to pick up the round. The mini sentry gets the kill onto Multi, and it's 1-0 for BTS to start the second map.
Unfortunate stuff for Terrible Tactics and Bushido somehow clutching it. I mean, they just bought a lot of time for themselves in the middle of that round. They had some scrappy fights, but Flo was surviving, Bird was surviving, and there we go. We're into another mid-fight already. No engineer this time, but we still have a sniper.
Yeah, the sniper on the field and finding a headshot. This time it was onto Goose. And both soldiers once again going down immediately for Terrible Tactics, so it's not looking great. Not looking great at all. Berto is going to find the trade kill onto Luna, but that's about the only saving grace as Flo now finds a headshot on the spaceship. It was a matter of time, Dave, but I think that's a good time for it to happen.
Yeah, Bird was overcommitted, but just baited spaceship into that sightline. Sepher now lands on Bird, but it's actually cleaned up by Bonk before he can get that conclusive rocket, but I don't know, he's just got to sandwich. Everyone is descending down on Bird there, and she is claimed as a frag. It's going to give Terrible Tactics an opportunity to move up with the heels and with a very slight Uber advantage to recap this point.
Yeah, very, very convincing fight retake for Terrible Tactics. Gonna get some time onto that point, and once again, here comes the shy engineer. She's not shying away from it, that's for sure. But the amount of forward pressure from Terrible Tactics, they might actually find the kill on the Luna. Indeed they do. And oh no, but they're gonna lose their medic for it. Some incredible scattergun shots from Bonk is gonna pick up the medic, and the sentry gun, the mini sentry kill onto Goose on the counter sack. But a Bird does go down to some nice rockets from Sepher yet again. So both meds getting traded out. Oh, this is a very, very scrappy situation, but as long as Terrible Tactics have the point, they're happy.
It was a nice flank from, I think it was Bonk on Bushido to take out Spaceship there, but they ended up in a scenario where it was like 3 players versus 5 combat classes, and they didn't kite it well enough there, Bushido, so Bird goes down once more, but now they're looking to re-aggress with the direct hit. Bird is launched in the air, nice surf onto the high ground, but there's still a lot of potential damage incoming. They can't get stabilized at all, everyone's quite low, but actually Bonk Shy finds a frag onto Multi with this shotgun, and Terrible Tactics are going to have to run out of there Scout and Medic now back in tow, looking to just restabilize here and having to give the point back up to Bushido.
I mean, they found out the way to deal with the sniper on Galiwash, but the sniper and the engineer on Clearcut seems to be causing them quite a few issues, especially when Flo is hitting as many headshots as he is in this second map. Mobile going to be sent to the skybox. Seppa going to finally kill. Oh no, the trap kill from Luna onto Spaceship as he's trying to walk in. It goes from bad to worse for Terrible Tactics. And after just clinching out that first map, suddenly they might very well find themselves 2 rounds down with the comeback to go, as Flo already on a 3k this life, getting a nice body shot onto Appa, and it's Birdo going to be the last one to die, delaying his spawn as well. It's not looking great.
Yeah, I talked about Heavy or Pyro as a potential off-class 2 support. The sniper wasn't expecting a mini-sentry engineer, but it's working right now. But Flo is popped up in the air. Nice shot from Goose. A little mini air shot takes Flo down.
Oh, what a pipe! What a pipe there from Multi. Sticky jumped in on his own to try and force the medic and hits the one shot that he had. And Bird has to respect the second pipe, uses that overcharge. And it's a great force from the blue demo man. What have you seen?
So low with this shortstop just running over the roof, trying to snipe her down. She will just about survive for now, but has to play very cautiously. 80 damage at this point is going to take her out. There is a uber advantage here for Spaceship. We'll see if Terrible Tactics want to take it forward, but it looks like they're just going to be happy to cap it up and retain their uber advantage, as they are quite a long way down on the timer.
Yeah, Luna trying to get some forward pressure, gets a lot of damage onto Goose, man, who has to run away and get some help. But I really want to see Terrible Tactics use this uber advantage, and that is exactly what they're doing. Birdo picks up 1 kill onto Luna, gets 1 nice shot onto the Bird, but can't quite find the second. The mini sentry causing a few issues. Eventually goes down to the spam of Goose. And Shy once again going very low on that right-hand side. The Flow Sniper back, but it is the Terrible Tactics that are finding the kills. That it's a 1 kill onto both Shy and Mobloke. And the counter-sack now in from both of the soldiers. Finds 1 rocket onto Bird, but can't quite find a second. Both Goose and Seth are going to go down, and Birdo is going to get headshot from Flow as Bonk finds another kill onto Appa. And it's just now Multi and Spaceship. Multi goes down to the Katana once again. And it is just Spaceship, the sole survivor for Terrible Tactics. But they have evened up the clocks. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing, Dave? We'll see what happens, but at the moment, it's BTS with that uber advantage. The aggressive mini-sentry once again on that forward crate. And only 20 seconds for Terrible Tactics to really make something out of this.
Yeah, nice headshot from Flo immediately onto the scout. Another one onto Sepha. Surely.
Oh my goodness! What? Someone
what
stop
the
it!
hell?
Flo!
Check PC!
That's gonna. Spaceship's gonna pick up the kill onto Luna, but they can't get any time onto the point. Oh my goodness! That's probably the craziest streak of headshots I've personally seen in a Sixers game for a long time, Dave.
Yeah, that is simply uncountable. Absolutely nothing you can do. Flo just hitting 4 consecutive headshots and on 4 shots, and there we go. Cleans up the round, and Bushido Tactics. Bushido, whatever they're called, are very much in command here.
Mobloke gonna pick up the first kill onto Sepha, but it looks like the frags finally for a mid are going the way of Terrible Tactics. Goose finally, but the body shot from Flo as Spaceship was trying to arrow Gooseman. I guess just gets sniped on from that right hand side. Flo getting a nice easy angle, finds the medic, and when things were looking so good for once for Terrible Tactics, they lose their medic, and now they're on the back foot again.
Yeah, Bird has that uber advantage ready to go. They're just going to muscle their way onto the point, take out Multi, the demo man. And that's the thing, at the moment, they're not getting Goose and Sepha really into the game. There's no pressure onto Bird. It's actually going to be a level 1 sentry that Shy is going to swap over to.
Oh, there's this.
For full
Okay,
BM.
thank goodness they picked that one up. If that got to level 3, Oh, you can just imagine the tilt that would be going on in the Terrible Tactics comms. But Appa is going to trade out for Mobloke as the Force actually comes out. I think Bird... I don't know what Bird used to there. Maybe it's the threat of Goose hitting her with a rocket in the head. But, hey, whatever works, I suppose. And once again, the mini-sentry is now coming out again from Shy. But Terrible Tactics have a significant Uber advantage and a kill onto Bonk, so are they eventually going to take this point, or is Flo just going to hit some insane shots? We'll find out down the we'll see. The shortstop, actually. Oh my goodness, that thing can do a lot of damage, Dave. Picks up the kill onto Mobloke, and now the high bomb from Sephiroth is he's going behind.
Yeah, they're taking their time here, Terrible Tactics, because they're so scared of this Flow sniper, but they're so slow getting cap time at all. There's 30 seconds wasted. Bird is already up at 60% Uber. They lose Goose as well to the stickies. They do cap the point out, but all it's going to do is mean there's now 3 spawns that are extended.
And the Uber comes out as well from Terrible Tactics. They pick up the kill onto Bird, and that's all you need, even though that mini-sentry is very, very low, but another headshot from Flo rings out, this time onto Berto, as Multi is quickly going to get overwhelmed. Sephiroth tries to go in, almost finds the kill, some nice dodging there from Luna, but eventually finds the rocket of Goose, and then Flo immediately trades out his comrade.
Oh,
and,
Spaceship eats an arrow. On second one goes very, very close. Sephiroth's trying to bomb onto Flo, but SMG Gaming is going to come out. He's up to 7 kill streak this round.
He's gotten a couple of those SMG kills over the 2 maps thus far. Mobloke on that, and there goes another one. Now 8k as finds another headshot onto Appa this time. And it seems like the second that Terrible Tactics have some kind of advantage, they think, oh, no, now they've lost their medic again. Guess it's time to sack wave. I don't, what can you do if you're Terrible Tactics right now? Flo is unstoppable at the moment. Sep is trying to do what he can, lands on the head of Bird, and, but they can't quite find the kill. Oh, Goose gets one rocket, gets the second one off, and the taunt. They find the medic in the end, but, I mean, Spaceship kind of needs to stay alive and use this Uber. I mean, when the sniper's doing this well, you kind of forced to just pop incredibly early, and then you just don't get any space with the Uber. So they're stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment, and they only have 60 seconds to figure something out, Dave. So we'll see what they come up with.
Yeah, only a small Uber runs for Spaceship there, and Flo finds another, and goes out here and ring out another headshot. I think it's onto Sephiroth. This time I'm going to have to hide for an arrow as well. Still continuing to go this round. Don't think they've killed him a single time. Just doing so much work, and another body shot onto Spaceship is maybe enough there. Maybe round ending, maybe map ending. As Luna looks to go forward, there is direct hit out, but Shy this time is the one pistoling down Sephiroth. Berto taken out as well, and it's all going wrong for Terrible Tactics.
Stop, they're already dead. Flo, please. Please stop, just give him a chance. Oh, with 10 seconds left on the clock, Goose is gonna go down incredibly weak, trying to get arrows. Some nice arrows actually coming out from Spaceship, but now the level 2 sentry is on the point, and there's absolutely no chance you jumping into that. It is a clean sweep, 3-0. But the word of the day, I guess, the name of the day is Flo.
30 kills to 3 deaths. Permanent sniper for the full 17 minutes. And yeah, 10 KD, as Core points out.
It is the 3rd and final map in this best of 3 between the BUSHIDO Terror Squad and Terrible Tactics for a spot in the High Grand Finals for ozfortress Season 37. It's our first medal. Dave, take us away.
I haven't seen immediately Flo coming up on the sniper. Is going to see a demo man in front of him, but yeah, not as good as sightlines on this map. Will it matter? One little body shot, just going to pepper the soldier Goose back. He's going to take an arrow, but there's not too much fighting. At the moment, Mobloke does go down. Bonk is actually on the soldier class now, looking to make it happen. Goose is killed. There's an achievement coming out for Shy as well. It's all popping off on the server.
I mean, it was a pretty slow and messy fight, but in the end, the BTS were able to clean up the Terrible Tactics soldiers, and they will win the first cap. So the timer ticking once again for the red team, and it's all going to be on Terrible Tactics to see how they break this pseudo forward hold. The combo getting very aggressive on the enemy concrete, but that just means that the two soldiers are going to rotate to the right hand side. Goose gets one rocket onto Bird, and Bird has to respect, gets forced, but a nice headshot ringing out once again from Flo. This time onto Multi is going to make sure that there isn't really much counter aggression, and a secured frag onto the demo man. But full Uber advantage for Terrible Tactics, and there's a lot more cover on this map than there was on ClearCut. So if they want to, they can use straight away out the doorway, and they can still find some value for it. But they aren't going to. In fact, Seth is going to be the one going down. Bonk's going to get traded out for that one. Appa going really low as well. And they've lost a scout as well. They make that both scouts with the loose cannon from Luna. Multi's going to go quite weak as well. And Bird's already on 60% Uber charge. What are Terrible Tactics doing?
They're really struggling to bust out at the moment. The sniper can snipe you, but apparently the loose cannon can snipe you as well as you try and peek out through the choke area. There is now a little bit of space. They're actually just going to pop straight through, so scared of the potential headshot coming in, but Multi's caught in behind. Bird has already got that Uber, as you say, and they're on the chase now, Bushido. They're looking to go forward. Spaceship will just about sneak out of there, but not too much other presence. Sephiroth's in behind to maybe go for a play. At the moment, Bushido are controlling the point.
Al and Shy is back on that engineer. That was it's a very nice lock and load pipe as well during that Uber trade from Multi to pick up the kill onto Shy. Appa gets a kill now onto Flo, so the sniper is down, and that means they can try and set up a forward hold. But they have to be quick because BTS already trying to pressure through this left-hand side, the lower area, and they're already making a lot of space, but Bird drops to 5 health, and Seppa, can he find the rocket? Misses the first one, but has time to shoot the second. That's going to be a medic down for the Bushido Terror Squad, mind you. But now a headshot from Flo is going to open the floodgates. Now Shy trying to find some space, trying to get a lot of damage onto Multi. He finds a little bit, but probably was hoping for a little bit more. But the BTS now capping up the point once again, and with less than a minute left on the clock for them, they're sitting pretty, but they are at a full Uber disadvantage. But a nice shot there. Looks like Seppa is going to go down before the push has even started.
Oh, and another bomb from Bonk as well. He's just in and out constantly, always doing damage, always having an impact. The Uber is forced out of Spaceship. Bird's not particularly close. Looks like Shy is caught in a slightly awkward scenario. Goose is going to bomb and kill her. Goose waiting for the arrow, but he's going to have to duel with Luna at the moment. But Terrible Tactics doing a good job of pushing their opponents back and setting up a forward hold to hopefully shut down this sniper a little bit.
I mean, if you keep the sniper in lobby, like, there's no room to make shots. So they try that, and they find the sync rockets from both Sephiroth and Goose onto Luna. That's going to be a demo down before they make this push, but it looks like they want to go anyway. Bonk's like, nah, screw it, I'm going to go in by myself, trying to get some decent rockets. Almost hits the insane air shot onto Goose. Is going to try and chase that, but Goose is going to get away. Nope, never mind, gets body shot out of the sky. Who needs a scout when you have a sniper?
Yeah, not gonna stop him at the moment. Everyone's quite low actually. Luna and Shy both waiting for arrows. There is an Uber out from Spaceship. Gonna try and chase. They're going quite deep. They've already got damage down to Bird, and there we go. Birdo chasing in, really committing. They're gonna lose a couple of players here for it, but as long as they keep Spaceship alive, they'll be okay. But no, the bomb coming in from Mobloke cleans up Spaceship, and Terrible Tactics are in a little bit of disarray. Now, shortly, maybe an opportunity for Bushido to keep going.
Looks like Bonk was trying to get an early pick onto Multi before the push has really started, but unfortunately is unsuccessful. And both of the soldiers on both teams doing a lot of work at the moment, but there is currently no scout for BTS. I repeat, there is no scout on Koth Bagel of all things. Shy going to go down on that left-hand side as Goose and Appa trying to find some space. Looks like Mobloke getting in, gets some decent damage. He's going to find a kill onto Appa. Seppa going to go down as well to the other soldier of Bonk with only 10 seconds left on the clock.
The Minecraft!
The Minecraft
so
tries.
low.
Wow.
Does
Oh,
survive.
but the 2-for-1 Bonk! Oh, looks like Terrible Tactics were trying to get some arrows from Spaceship, but Spaceship was trying to find
28 health.
pack. Yeah, Spaceship's going to try going on an adventure, but it's to no avail, and now it is 1-0 once again to the Bushido Terror Squad. And this is like Flow's still hitting some good stuff. They found some kind of openings, a few openings with this map change, but still the team fights are a bit all over the place. And that time when they just couldn't push out with Uber advantage really hurt them. But that's behind them now. New round, new mid, else yet. Because that's one way to instantly gain a lot of ground, unseen from the sniper, and you can Uber from that spot and still get a lot of value out of it. But now that we are back into this game, it looks like Flow is already back on it once again, picking up 2 swift kills onto Appa and Multi. Mobloke's going to pick up the kill onto Spaceship as well towards the spawn, and it goes from bad to worse for Terrible Tactics, unfortunately. So they're going to have to try and set up another sack wave, try and find some kind of opening onto Bird, but I mean, even when they only have 1 scout, it looks like they're still having trouble getting onto the red medic.
Yeah, Mobloke's been playing very intelligently these last couple of maps. Just he's waiting and waiting until the aggression comes in, and then as soon as they lose a couple of players on Terrible Tactics, that is his calling. Just goes forward, chases the weak players, gets another medic frag for his troubles now, and they are getting some cap time here, Terrible Tactics, but they are having to deal with this potential Uber from Bird coming out. Gonna see Appa go down once more. Goose, oh, nice trade. Both soldiers hitting close range air shots onto their opponents, and yeah, Bushido are gonna cap it up for now. But they're going to have to maybe worry about Sepha. They know he's in behind. Yeah, he's taken out, and at the moment, Terrible Tactics can't get anything going.
There's where the pause happened. So not entirely sure what that one was for, but in the meantime, Bonk has a nice opportunity to try and get some damage onto the Terrible Tactics combo. Mobloke instantly follows it up. Oh, it gets a kill as well onto Multi. And the Force, as Bird has to go the long way around to try and at least get some damage onto Bird, gets a little bit, and then gets headshot in the post, and it's already incredibly weak. The Uber eventually comes out from Bird, but they don't have a single scout, mind you, at this point in time, so they can't really go as forward as they would have liked. But now the soldier aggression in the post, Uber finding a lot of damage, but can't quite find the kills that they are looking for, and it's a pretty scrappy fight. But in the end, it was Terrible Tactics that got the best of it, but a nice pop and drop, I guess. I don't know what you want to call that, but a nice couple of rockets there from Bonk is able to find the kill onto Spaceship. But during all of that, Bird has gone down as well, so it's going to be relatively even Ubers for both of these teams. But yeah, I mean, the time favor's still in BTS's court, but Terrible Tactics slowly whittling that down. And there's another. I mean, the engineer wasn't working. Maybe the heavy will have some more success, Dave.
Oh, he's already getting the minigun going, but Goose is going to pepper him down before anything can happen. They're going to get 1 frag onto Appa, just in behind. Flow is waiting for an arrow. Bomb in from Sepha, going to land on top of Bird. Decent surf away. Another double surf does keep herself alive very, very ably there, but there's still Goose on the hunt. Luna and Flow here going to get healed up a little bit. Mobloke in for a bomb. Gets a nice rocket down on Spaceship, but I don't think there's going to be any follow-up. Spaceship's going to get a pack. Cap does come in from Bushido Terror Squad, but I don't think it's the ideal cap with 2 players still in the respawn queue.
Yeah, Spaceship as well going very, very weak. It's gonna mean that they have to be a little bit more careful. Even another sticky from Luna sends Spaceship down to 11 health. That means that the scouts can't get healed on the point. And it's the two off classes from BTS that are putting in all the work at the moment. The Heavy and the Sniper, as a nice bomb there from Bonk. Gets followed up by Mobloke, but it's going to be the peppering shots from Shy that is able to secure that frag onto Sephiroth. Birdo finds the trade, but it's immediately traded out himself with a nice headshot from Flo. And that's what we've seen over the past couple of rounds. Both on this map and on Clear Cut, where it's like the players just keep trading back and forth, but it always seems to be in Bushido's favor. So, and that trend has continued going into this Decider map, but with lots of time down on the clock, only 25 seconds left to go, as the Uber's now traded actually. I mean, it's a heavy Uber trade versus the Scout. This could get feisty real quick in the post.
Yeah, aggressive heavy Uber trade, just playing really far forward. Now Bomb is coming in from Bonk, but there's not too many other players alive for Bushido. They're going to have to run out of their Bird. Is got a lot of threat coming her way, but does back up, does keep herself alive. The Sniper is ready to go as well. The Spawner's up, including Mobloke and Bonk, ready to go once more. Nice shot from Flo onto Berto. It's going to open things up. Goose goes down as well, so Terrible Tactics looking to assert a little bit of pressure, but nice shot. Oh my god,
Ooh, in the
Mobloke,
blunt.
the double onto Sepha.
That is a crazy, crazy shot. As another headshot rings out from Flo. This time I think it was onto Appa. There's so many weak plays. Spaceship's going to find a frag onto Mobloke as well, but I think the damage has already been done. With 4 seconds left on the clock, they are well and truly... They could go up more rounds, but it isn't going to be a full wipe for BTS. And Spaceship on that full Uber advantage. There's still a fair bit of time left, 30 seconds left to go, but this is doable for Terrible Tactics if they get a good hold and they make sure that Spaceship is able to get at least a decent Uber out of this charge that he has for this final potential fight.
Going for the ultimate forward hold. They drop Berto. They drop Goose as well. They do pop it out, but don't get any frags
Oh,
for
that's
their
not
troubles.
good.
Absolute
That's not good.
Master's curse there.
They find the constellation kill onto Flo and Luna as well, going down to some nice rockets from Sephiroth. That could be all they need, but they all run away from the point, and BTS just cap it up. It's now 2-zip, and now it's match point for the boys and girls in red. BTS, the Bushido Terror Squad, 1 round away from securing a spot in the grand finals and making it, I mean, I guess based on the seedings, an upset, as Terrible Tactics came from the upper bracket. But we'll see if the reverse sweep dream is alive, and it all comes down to how this mid-fight goes. Immediately, Moblo going down very low, but Bonk with a massive bomb finds one rocket onto the Spaceship, finds another rocket onto Berto, but can't quite secure the frag. Both soldiers going down for the Bushido Terror Squad, and now it is the counter-attack from the Terrible Tactics, and they are just finding so many kills. It's only Shy left alive, and absolutely no one has died for Terrible Tactics. This is definitely the way that they want to start their potential reverse sweep.
Yeah, nice stuff. Just got both Goose and Sepha in behind. But now Bomb comes into Spaceship. Decent little serve. Does keep himself alive for now. Does arrow up Upper as well, so they're still fighting. They're still trying to do this aggressive hold, but there's a demo man Luna on the point. Does get the force out, and once more, I don't think they're going to get any frags with this Uber.
No, that was very sloppy from Terrible Tactics. Spaceship did well to hold on the Uber against the Bonk bomb, but yeah, a single demo man like that getting through unseen and for free basically onto the medic. That shouldn't really be happening. A trade, nice trade there from Goose onto Shy. The Sniper once again coming out. Berto finds a kill onto Bonk on the flank, but once again they're working this bottom left area, and the Sniper is going to go down. And this is looking pretty good for Terrible Tactics. They've picked up quite a few kills, and BTS are going to have to run back towards their spawn, but not before Luna gets a nice kill onto Sepha.
Yeah, nice drop from Multi, is able to pick Flow up there, which will slow Bushido down a lot because they are so reliant on this Sniper. Bonk from Bonk is just applying a little bit of pressure, but Spaceship is duking out of there. Not sure exactly what target they're going for. Bird is actually going to walk in, does get forced out does go down to very low health before even having to use, using there. So will be a threat in the post-Uber scenario. Cepho is looking for something as it all kicks off, and actually both teams are just going back to their own side, chasing these soldiers in behind, and their point was briefly vacated until finally Bonk jumps onto it.
Yeah, the Demo Man duel happening on the blue concrete, and it is going to be Multi winning that one out, but Shy making sure that he's picked off their spaceship, also going down there as well in the back lines. Looks like Sephiro's going to pick up a nice kill onto Mobloke, but the medic down once again. Oh, and a nice shot from Flo. Oh, almost hit Sephiroth, almost hitting the double onto the sniper. In fact, actually he's going to get headshot for his troubles, and that might lead him to getting picked off. One rocket from Goose while that's all going on, but can't quite find it. And once again, Flo getting a nice headshot onto Appa there. That's a scout down. The body shot now onto Spaceship. They're crumbling, Dave. They're crumbling. They have absolutely no answer right now. It's all in shambles. And it looks like that, wait, but Bird's gone down. Bird's gone down. I didn't see how that happened.
Yeah,
Bird's
they
gone
chased
down, so...
forward. They went
Wow.
aggressive and didn't work out for them at the end of the day. They lose the medic on the point when everything had been starting to turn in BTS's favour. They got a little bit of time off the clock here, but we're going to see Terrible Tactics walk their way back in. Going to claim Bonk as well. They're going to find Flo as well, just unaware of the soldier Goose, unaware of the fact his team hadn't even taken their lobby. Goose might pay for his life, but at the moment the forward hold is back on for Terrible Tactics.
Yeah, this is what they want. They have about a minute advantage on the timers. So it's looking pretty good for them to at least take this round, but now they're sending 5 players. BTS just flooding through this bottom left-hand side. Eat a lot of damage, bro, but the headshot from Flo on the Spaceship, that is absolutely huge. No Uber for you, he says, and it's all going to be on the rest of Terrible Tactics to salvage something. They're getting a lot of kills. They do find the one they were looking for. Bird does go down, but I think it's one of the most even, scrappy fights I've seen in quite a while, as Appo wins the duel on the point against Shy. That shortstop putting in the work. Can't find another one onto Bonk as well. And Multi is just dancing in the enemy lobby with 16 health. He is going to live. Appa as well, showing why the shortstop should be feared at medium to close range. Absolutely annihilates Luna on the point. And it is indeed overtime for Terrible Tactics, and they're picking up the kills. This could be the first round of hopefully 3 more, of 3 for Terrible Tactics. It's a 4K for Appa on that shortstop, and then it's going to be 2-1 to BTS. But Terrible Tactics showing signs of life when their campaign is on the ropes.
Yeah, definitely a much better start to the round, and they just about sealed it out. There was a moment of insane beef from Mobloke, I have to say. They just couldn't kill Multi, even though he was down to a sliver of health. It's called, marooned on the enemy side. But anyway, next mid-fight, Flo is just peeking in from that middle door area, looking to find an angle at the moment. But it's the Terrible Tactics looking to get aggressive. They pick up Bonk, they do lose Seppa for it, and we have another.
Or, as we are back underway, Goose actually does find the kill, not onto Flo, but it finds one onto Mobloke as he jumped towards that bottom left-hand side. Gets some good damage as well, but the sword coming out once again from Luna is going to pay with his life, and Goose barely survives that one. Appa getting a nice kill onto Shy as well with the shortstop. And it is going to be a Terrible Tactics mid-fight. So very, very nicely, but Flo showing that if you peek a little bit too far, you will indeed get punished, as Goose finds out the hard way, as does Appa. So what was looking like a pretty good opportunity to apply some forward pressure and get that forward hold set up quickly has turned into, oh, well, maybe we're going to have to try something different. But look at this ring around the rosy that's happening right now, Dave. It looks like BTS have gone straight for the point, and the TT are just in the enemy lobby at the moment. And the drop, some amazing shots from both Sephiroth and Bird, able to pick up the kill onto Bird. That's going to be a +2 in the chat. And wow, is this the momentum swing that we were looking for? Is this the momentum swing that Terrible Tactics were looking for, Dave? I don't know. We'll find out soon, but things are definitely on the right track for the boys in blue.
Yeah, Shy Trotter spawn camp Multi as well, but not finding it, and will get taken out for her troubles. Flows back up, ready to start hitting some shots. They do have the cap in BTS's favor. Now Mobloke in, just barreling through that doorway, does get the medic, and that was where the pause comes in. Sepho is going to return the favor though onto Flo, and now everyone is just descending down into Bird, cleans her up. Bonk is in a world of hurt at the moment. Shy wants to fight, but kind of a 1v3 scenario, not ideal. And yeah, Terrible Tactics are back in control.
And they're ahead as well on the timers, which is definitely what they would want. You always want to be the ones ahead. And a quick kill onto Shy as well, as BTS are trying to come out through the doorway, but it's immediately going to get traded out for multi. I don't know which kill is better in these messy, prolonged team fights, if I'll be honest. But what I do know is that Goose is going to go in some sync rockets from Seppa. They are going to pick up both the demo and the medic. Both Bird and Luna going to go down in that same. So the soldiers putting in a lot of work, and Goose once again finding the trade onto Bonk. I mean, Goose and Seppa really keeping TT in this one. And it really goes to show just how quickly the script can be flipped on its head, Dave. I mean, from that clear-cut game to the first 2 rounds of this map, and suddenly TT have an opportunity, but they have to deal with this sack wave first. Luna goes in alone, trying to find some success like it did before. It's now Bonk's turn, finds one rocket. It's a good first rocket post spaceship straight up in the air, but is, unfortunately for him, cleaned up from the scattergun of Berto. And Sever going to pick up the kill and flow as well. So no headshot surprises for the Terrible Tactics medic, and I'm sure after the 2 maps that he's played thus far, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, definitely not having that sniper to deal with is going to ease his thoughts just a little bit. They're trying to bust in through the lower area, but there's an Uber ready to go. Multi's going to take the brunt of it. They're going to pick up Luna, they're going to pick up Mobloke, who is caught as well. But Uber actually popped out from Bird. He's onto Shy. They finally have a scout in the Uber, but not too much other pressure going forward. Shot from Flo onto Multi. But they're going to have to stand on the point here, and Berto just shoots them both down. Clinical.
I mean, there's no golden cap in KOF from the rule set, but this is that golden cap. This one round decides the entire set. You can't write a script better than this. Now TT have they've evened it up. Both the soldiers, Goose and Seppa, on fire at the moment, as is Flo on that other side, but a couple more issues from the synchronization between Luna and the 2 soldiers. Lots of players on this server from both teams putting in the work, but it's one round to decide it all, and the first player to go down in this final round is going to be Appa. A nice headshot there ringing out as well. Spaceship going to pick up a frag as well onto Luna. And it looks like Terrible Tactics might indeed win out this first mid. One nice rocket from Mobloke, but it looks like the post-fight, the re-aggression from BTS coming in, but it looks like Terrible Tactics are just about able to hold them off.
Yeah, Spaceship doing his best, surfing away from Mobloke, but straight into Bonk and will get cleaned up. But Terrible Tactics will be happy to have got the cap going in their favour now. But Bird has the heals up. She spawned a lot earlier. Appa is kind of just botting in, does get taken out. Mobloke once more though, he gets that 1 frag and wants to continue to press the issue. There is 2 down here, but the bomb coming in from Goose, actually nice shot onto Bonk, and you can see
look at Sepha as well.
Aggression here.
Sepha can't quite find the kill onto Flo, but luckily his soldier buddy Goose is able to find that missing rocket and takes down the red sniper. And this is a very, very good spot for Terrible Tactics, but I don't know if they are aware of the Uber advantage that is just moments away from showing up on their screens. Looks like BTS going to take it into this concrete. I don't think they know. They don't know, and now they know. They're running, trying to run as fast as they can. An amazing shot there. It looks like Luna going to take down the scout of Berto. They find both scouts in the Uber. They're going to find Goose in the post-fight as well, potentially, but that's about all they get. Terrible Tactics lucky to get away with that one, because they had no idea. They had absolutely no idea that Bushido Terror Squad had their Uber ready to go.
Yeah, but now it's Spaceship who survived all of that, who has an Uber ready to pop. They're going to try and just walk in for free through the right-hand side. They're going to get into this house area. Bonk is holding very, very close, does get the force out, just chadding it up. I think that's probably going to be the only frag. Moblok is kind of caught. There's so many projectiles coming his way, just the triple spam coming down. They're looking to continue to pressure just 2 soldiers on the beam into this lobby area. Going to find 1 frag onto Shy. Just continuing the domino effect of frag after frag after frag, stalling Bushido out, and they can't get any position. They can't get any kind of stabilization, and that's really... Oh, another drop!
Goose! That's huge! Gets the kill onto Bird, and that is exactly what his team needed after that amazing push from the right side highest. That was the push I was talking about during that first pause. But Moblok somehow gets behind through the left house and finds 2 rockets under Spaceship, equalizing the Ubers. Oh my goodness, the sodas on both of these teams going huge at the moment when it all counts. But during that entire kerfuffle now, Dave, Terrible Tactics have held on to the point, and they still hold on to the point, and they now have a full minute advantage over BTS in this final round to decide it all.
Yeah, time is against Bushido right now. They're looking to muscle on to the point with this brief window of heal advantage, but there is Appa and Goose in behind. Goose finds another frag. He's top scoring on the scoreboard above his medic, and Sephra is in as well. Berto uses that space created to just plow himself across the point. Shy's the only survivor of Bushido, and finally it looks like Terrible Tactics have worked this map out.
Oh, better late than never, and they've worked it out when it's counted most. But there's still plenty of time. Can Flo show us what he did in Clear Cut once more and get the picks that he needs for his team to secure? It looks like it's Luna now out on the heavy, and Shy's on Demoman. What is going on with this
Bonk is up on Scout as well.
Wow, Bonk's on Scout. Yeah, they're throwing out everything. They're trying to, but it's worked. They've picked up 2 kills. They're going to get the point basically for free, and they're going to pick up another one to Appa before Spaceship even uses the Uber. And I think that's also a KritzKast out from Bird as well.
Full randomizer in effect for Bushido Terror Squad. Just everyone's swapped classes. Everyone's picked up a random weapon at the moment. There's still an Uber ready to go for Spaceship.
Oh, the crits onto Sepha! And that is going to force the Uber out of Terrible Tactics. They are going to find probably a couple of kills, but it looks like Moblok's going to find one of Bird. They find the kill onto Bird, but that's about it. That's about it. That's all they can find. Spaceship's going to go down as well. And Appa going to go down. I was going to trade actually with Bonk there, so some nice shots from the shortstop. But it's really coming down to the wire. Terrible Tactics only need to hold on to this point for 14 more seconds to get a spot into the high grand finals for ozfortress season 37. But I don't know how this is going to go. It all depends on these individual players and the cohesion that both of these teams have and the endurance that both of these teams have after what has already been a long night of TF2 action approaching on 2 hours since the scheduled start time. Birdo's going to go down with some nice rockets on top of the point from Moblok. It looks like Monty's going to go down as well to the scattergun of Bonk. Things aren't looking great for Terrible Tactics at the moment. 30 seconds left on the clock. The times are evening out, Dave. And it all comes down to play one final fight. But with Bird on that KritzKast, is she able to get the crits before Spaceship gets Uber, find that crucial kill onto Spaceship, or will Spaceship somehow survive, get the Uber, and is that going to be the difference maker in these final 20 seconds of this match?
Here we go, it's the Putis crits. The laser beams gets one onto Appa. The bomb catching Spaceship is cleaned up as well. Before we can get the Uber, the laser beams come in clutch, and Bushido are gonna hold on the last bomb in from Multi.
Wow.
And there we go, Bushido Terror Squad go through to the grand final.
You can't ask for a closer semi-final than that, but just having a look at the logs, it's a soldier playground out there. Goose, Bonk, and Sepha all towards the top of the damage charts. Goose with 36 kills.
Mm-hmm. And
wow.
Yeah,
he tried.
Him
he
and
did all he
Bonk
could.
going over 400 DPM. But the one little stat I want to pull up is the heavy, when it came up, went 8 for 1. Just 8 kills in that last round on the heavy, just doing so much work.
You can tell actually from the heal spread that Luna did do a lot of work on that heavy, but it was also taking a lot, achieving almost 40% of the team's healing. Of course, shout out to our lovely viewers and supporters in the chat, and shout out to the rest of the ozfortress admin team for the amount of effort that they put into maintaining this league and keeping it fun for players new and old.